Hi there, this is Tom Spengler, the godfather of English here in Panama, with over 15 years of experience in teaching English to students just like you. I want to mention before I get started that this is my first YouTube video and I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm sure we're going to get through it. I also want to mention that at this point I'm offering Skype classes, and every class is with me and scheduled at your convenience with easy payments by online banking. And that's primarily available to people here in Panama. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to talk about the simple present tense. Simple present tense. And you might say to yourself, oh, the simple present tense, I know about that. That's the tense that we use to talk about what's happening right now. And no, that's not correct. To talk about what's happening right now, to talk about what is happening right now, we use the verb with ing. Okay? That's not the case with simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to talk about habits. For example, I drink coffee every morning. Routines. We go to the cinema every weekend. Facts. Hey, what time is it? It is 5 o'clock. These are just the most basic uses of the simple present tense. So let's take a look at it. It's divided into two worlds. On one side you have the verb to be. And on the other side you have the other verbs. All the other verbs go over here on this side. So let's deal with the verb to be first, because it's the easiest one to deal with. The verb to be is independent. It doesn't require any kind of helping words or anything else to do its job. And we'll make a simple sentence like, she is a doctor. Okay, so this is an affirmative sentence. It's a fact. She is a doctor. Now, how would we make this sentence negative? Well, we would say, she is not a doctor. Now, how would we make a yes or no question out of this sentence? A yes or no question, a question that has yes or no as its answer. It's easier to do than you think. You only have to take the verb to be and she and change their places and say, is she a doctor? That's it. Is she a doctor? Now you could have two possible answers to this. And the possible answers are yes. And then we're going to use the subject here, she. Yes, she. And we're going to put in the verb, is. Yes, she is. That's a short answer. Or you could say, no, she is not. For the negative. Don't forget to put not at the end of the short answer. She is a doctor. She is not a doctor. Is she a doctor? Yes, she is. No, she is not. That's it for the verb to be. Now let's move over to the other verbs. We're going to make a simple sentence. He studies. Right? This comes from the conjugation of study in the simple present tense. I study, you study. He, she, or it studies. We study, you study, they study. So he studies. How would we make this sentence negative? It's a little bit more complicated than it is over here with the verb to be. You need a helping word. And the helping word is the verb do. I do. Oh man, that's really bad. I do. You do. He, she, it does. Wow. We do. You do. And they do. Oh man, I need to work on my technique. Okay. So we're going to use that helping word to make our sentences. So we can see that our subject is he, which is a masculine singular subject. And there it is right there. And look, right next to it is does, D-O-E-S, does. So we're going to say he does not study. Now we're going to make a yes or no question. A question which has it as an answer, yes or no. And we're going to start out with the helping word. Once again, it's going to be does. He does. Does he study? Does he study? And once again, just as we have here, we have two possible short answers. One that's affirmative and the other one that's negative. So you can say, yes, he, the subject, right? Yes, he does, the subject plus your helping word in the third person singular. Yes, he does. Or negative, no, he does. And then you have to put your word of negation, your negative word here at the end. No, he does not. No, he does not. So there it is. When I have to write like this, it's a little bit more complicated than when I have the whiteboard on the desk. I just want to mention that in Skype classes, I use the chat box of the Skype application to do this kind of work. The whiteboard is not used at all unless you want me to use it. So, there it is. How to make simple sentences in the simple present tense, the sentences that we need to get through the day, every day, if we're speaking English. Once again, this is Tom Spengler, the godfather of English, with 15 years of experience in teaching English, signing off. If you want to contact me on Skype, the address is, or rather the username is English Profe 777. English Profe 777. And that's my username on Skype. You can leave me a message anytime. And you can see me on this YouTube channel, and if you look at the description, all the information for contacting me is there as well. So, that's it for now, and we'll see you in our next lesson, and I hope to have you soon as one of my students. Bye.